Gardening can be a good form of exercise by helping to strengthen muscles and reduce inflammation, whereas it can also prove to be strenuous for the back and cause or aggravate injury. Gardening is a bit like playing sports, in that it can provide the benefits of exercise but can do more harm than good if not done in the right sort of way or without the right sort of preparation. It is important to warm up and prepare the body. Therefore, try and start with at least 5 to 10 minutes of less strenuous tasks, such as weeding, pruning, and watering, before progressing to more physically demanding activities such as planting and digging. If you don't have any of these light activities to do, then walking up and down the garden, walking on the spot, circling the shoulders and swinging the arms are all good ways of preparing the body for strenuous work ahead. It's also important to think about what you are wearing. You will need fairly loose, unrestricting clothing. On cold days, you should wear warm clothing. Remember that if your muscles become cold, they won't work as well, and you are more likely to suffer a pulled muscle or other injury. One of the potential pitfalls of gardening is that it can involve lots of bending and working at ground level. Simply leaning or bending forward can put a lot of stress on the back and increase the likelihood of curving the spine into a flexed or stooping posture. This type of posture can harm the discs and ligaments of the spine, especially when you are fixed in these positions for a long time. Therefore, it may be a better idea to use a low portable stool to sit on so that you don't have to stand in a bent position. Or you could kneel down. If you do kneel, try to avoid kneeling on hard surfaces and try to avoid kneeling with your knees fully bent, as this can be harmful to the knee joints. It would be a good idea to use a kneeler or other cushioned surface to kneel on, ideally trying to support your body weight with one hand on the ground or on the handle of the kneeler if it has one. One of the most strenuous and potentially risky of all gardening activities is digging or shoveling. Warming up is essential. Try to let your legs do as much of the work as possible. Try to avoid fully leaning forwards or arching your back. One thing that might help with this is to use a lightweight, long-handled continental-style shovel, rather than the traditional English garden spade. Try not to put too much on your spade or into your wheelbarrow. It will be much better to opt for several lighter loads rather than fewer heavier ones. Do not twist your back whilst shoveling. This can be extremely hazardous for your back. The discs of your spine have approximately half their normal strength when you twist. If you find it difficult knowing whether or not you are curving your spine excessively when bending or digging, a good tip is to apply some non-elastic tape in 2 diagonal strips, lengthways either side of the spine, while standing straight and upright. That way, if you do overcurve your spine when bending, you will instantly feel the tape tightening, reminding you to adopt a better posture. Our final tip is, if you are recovering from a period of acute back pain, or if you suffer chronic back pain, or if your lifestyle is predominantly sedentary, bear in mind that your muscles will not be as fit as they might otherwise be. Therefore, you should be careful not to over-fatigue the muscles of the spine, as they will become stiff, more prone to injury, and offer less support to the other structures of your spine. Try to spend no more than 10 to 20 minutes in one position, or doing one activity. Alternating between tasks and positions will be much better.